What's going on, guys? It's Ricky with TechWit Solutions. So I have our buddy, his name's Tanner Fox, Tanner J Fox, and I wanted to, in a sense, make a video kind of talking a little bit more about online marketing, and what better way to kind of talk about online marketing with someone that's, you know, actually excelling in that specific market. So I reached out to Tanner this morning. He got back to me maybe like 5 hours ago. That's when I checked my email. Kind of just told him that I was here in California for a couple hours, and I saw that he does like Amazon sales. So what better way to, you know, take advantage of, again, the Making of the Millionaire series. If you guys don't know what it is, we pretty much focused on specific topics of, you know, specific gurus or people that are excelling in specific markets, and talking about kind of their best practices, what's led to their success, just to guide you guys in the right direction. Talk to us a little bit more on how you kind of got started on Amazon sales and what kind of led to your success.
Yeah, so like a lot of people, about 2 years ago, I was in college. I didn't know what I wanted to do. And then I got kind of the entrepreneurial vibe, and I started looking things up online, and I found some YouTube videos on it. And then I started watching those. It didn't really put it together enough. So then I found a course on Amazon, and I took that, started learning, did it for about 6 months, and failed multiple times doing it, as most people do starting up. I was like, all right, this last one, if I don't do it right, I'm quitting. But the last one started going well, and I started actually learning what to do, how to do it, and then just went from there and just grew it and grew it and grew it.
So you actually learned from a course?
Yeah, I took a course online. No, it doesn't exist anymore. I was a really small guy. It taught the wrong way to do it, and then I later had to go learn the right way to do it.
Okay, so
it taught some of the good stuff, okay, but not when it comes to finding products.
Okay, you did it numerous times, right? So these online courses.
I took one course, but I had 3 failed products before I started being successful at it.
Now, based on the conversation that I had with you before, and I think you've talked about it in some of your videos, you have about 5 products that, in a sense, have led to your success. And talking a little bit more about that. So pretty much what I'd like to know is, for a lot of people that excel in certain, in a sense, just markets, as in like for me with penny stocks, it didn't take actually, you know, it took years for me to actually see like the return that I wanted. So for you, like doing these Amazon sales, how long after at least, you know, seeing that you could make money did you really start seeing that, wow, like I could really make a living off of this?
When I saw other people doing it, I knew it was possible. And even after I failed like the first product, I knew that, I wasn't like, this doesn't work. I was like, okay, what did I do wrong? How do I fix it?
Yeah.
So I went from one extreme to the other, and then in between, and then finally found a good one. So I went from a product that's way too competitive to a product with no sales to a patented product, which I ended up not being able to sell. It sold decent, so I knew I was on the right track. So I was like, all right, last one. So I felt like I got screwed over there, but again, my own fault for not researching it. And then right after that, so about 6 months in from first day I started selling, is when I found the product that started selling well, where I went from making $1,000 a month to $8,000 from that one.
Wow.
So it was a big jump.
Definitely. I think the best thing to take from that, if I'm not mistaken, is like, you know, you did 3 different products with these online sales. You were learning, although like this course kind of just exposed you, sparked your interest to get into Amazon sales. You know, you learned kind of what wasn't working, so you almost built a system around that on like, you know, how to actually be successful, what's working. And I think that's one of the biggest things for people is like, you know, when you're taking these courses or when you're trying to learn or try to be successful in a specific market, learning from your mistakes, you know, and not necessarily, because if you don't have a group to share best practices, that wouldn't necessarily fit, but learning from your mistakes, making sure that you overcome hesitations like you're saying, and to actually treat it. I think the biggest, based on like when it comes to my group of trading penny stocks and different investors and entrepreneurs and their following, what they tend to see failure on is that so many people get caught up in the idea of learning and never actually implement the whole concept of, you know, executing, but, you know, managing your risk. So I think one of the biggest things that you said is you saw what you were doing bad, you planned out, you know, how you could actually find a successful product from start to finish, and then you saw it doing well, and then I'm guessing you know, put your full attention on that specific product, and that's what led from the $1,000 to $8,000. So it's like a simple concept, but it's consistency, understanding that it does have potential, and your entrepreneurial really passion to really not give up and make it happen.
Yeah, one thing I always say to people is find something that works. So I see all these other people on Amazon selling and making money. Okay, I know this works.
Yeah.
Now, I can go learn this for 6 months, which isn't necessary, or I could jump right in and learn it by doing it. Obviously, to a certain extent where you learn first, know what you're doing, but you're never going to feel all the way ready.
Correct.
So find something that works, go replicate it and put your own spin on it. And if it's not working, it's your own fault because it's proven. Multiple people are already doing it, it works. It's your own fault if it doesn't work. So find something that works, don't reinvent the wheel, do the same thing, put your own little twist on it.
I don't think it could get much easier than that, especially when it comes to Amazon sales. Based on the people that I personally know that have seen some form of success, I have a buddy, his name's Taylor, making about like $9,000 to $18,000 a month when it comes to his Amazon sales on a specific niche that he identified that I would have never, thought of as an investor and as an entrepreneur, investing in this specific item. I could only imagine what Tanner's selling. He has 5 products that are doing so well for him. He's bringing in a net of about $30,000 a month, which is huge. You're 21 years old, like you have your Lamborghini, you have a series of different businesses going on, and I think that's one of the biggest things that, based on this whole entire video, is when it comes to online sales or trying to really be successful when it comes to anything, there's always an important factor when trying to learn the most you can and be knowledgeable in what you're investing in, but making sure that that's not what holds you back from actually taking the first step and making it happen. Understanding that as an entrepreneur, you have to take a risk, but it's how you manage that risk that can, in a sense, lead to your success.
Yeah, and especially people our age. I mean, if you're 18, even if you're 21, 22, and you can live at home, you have the opportunity to take a risk now. Like, if you fail, you lose $1,000, so what? Go work one summer, make that back.
I actually heard that in one of your videos. I like that.
Yeah? Now's the time to take risks. I mean, even if you're older, yeah, you have more responsibilities, but you should have more money. So $1,000 shouldn't be too big of a risk.
Yeah.
So now's the time to take a risk.
And I think, especially with Amazon sales being an online-based type of business, it's never been more accessible for people to make more of a passive income.
Passive, yeah.
I think that's something that you guys use quite often, right?
Definitely.
Being able to make a passive income, even if it's an extra $500, like let's say you're making the average, US, I guess, medium household income is about $52,000, a year. So being able to make, an extra $500 to $1,000 a month on this online, Amazon sales, I don't necessarily think, based on what you're telling me and based on, putting in the work, as in instead of going out, partying, doing all these different things, dedicating maybe about 1 hour a day, identifying a market, seeing what works, setting up a plan, and then just going for it. I think when it comes to anyone, like trying to be successful in anything, one of the coolest things is I literally reached out to Tanner. Maybe it's just because he's a super cool guy, but I reached out to him a couple hours ago, asked him, like, I'm in California for a couple hours, do you want to film a video? And now we're making this video that, in a sense, my following can be at least exposed to this opportunity. And then I'll put his channel down below so you guys can subscribe to him. He just started about 4 months ago, and he already has 10,000 subscribers, so that's huge. And it really comes down to his daily videos. He really talks about like his passion for online sales and what's led to his success. And he just, in a sense, based on what I've seen, you surround yourself with people that, in a sense, are like-minded, and that's the whole thing. You want to be successful. You want to, in a sense, learn from other people that are being successful in that specific field, and taking advantage of every opportunity that's given to you, or you're exposed to. So now you know about online sales. If you guys see potential and can actually see this to be a potential market that can be an extra source of income, then, in a sense, create a plan, identify a market, and go for it. But if not, then you guys can continue moving on. This video is just kind of just expose you, right, for that opportunity. And if you guys want to amazing Lamborghini, this camera doesn't do it justice, and I feel so weird actually just having it stationary, because I always at least film like this, but I'm using a Canon G7X. The color, based on what I see in the camera, isn't as vibrant, and I guess it won't do it justice, but he got this about how long ago?
4 months ago.
4 months ago. Dude, YouTube, your car's red. This is a right. But just a beautiful car, and this is based on what I've it was just one of his dream cars, based on what I've heard from him, and really what I've been able to see and just talking to him. It comes down to just really going for it, and he's a big risk taker based on what I've heard. And again, today's the first day that I met him, but overall it really comes down to the fine line of, if you want to be an entrepreneur, if you want to be successful in anything, it's important to manage your risk and to at least understand what it is that you're risking, but understanding the importance that if you want to make it in life, or you want to do something that's somewhat of a creative way of making money, you need to take the step in making it happen. So do it with what you understand, and network with people that share the same interests. So is there anything else that you want to say?
Take action, and like I said before, find something that works where other people are making money doing it, replicate it, put put your own spin on it, and it will work. If it doesn't, figure out what you did wrong, fix it.
Thank you guys again so much for watching. Again, his channel is going to be provided for you down below. I believe it's Tanner J. Fox.
Correct.
I like how you put the J because I'm probably sure when
It
you made a
feels bad,
video.
yeah. I'm the older one, I should have the name. Just kidding.
But it was so weird. He actually texted me and it said, hey, it's Tanner Fox. And I was just like, what the heck? Did Tanner change his number? But huge shout out to him. Thank you again for meeting up with me last minute.
Thanks for having me.
But other than that, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you guys haven't joined TechBud Solutions already, click on the link down below. It's a free Facebook group. We're a little bit over 27,500 members now worldwide. And the thing that we do best is we share best practices, share mistakes in an effort to promote growth. We can't thank you guys enough for watching. And like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take care, guys.